Hey, so it's June 2021. My buddy's place. We're in Lake Country, BC, Canada. And my buddy Brian's got a project.
How's it going?
What are you working on, Brian?
I got a 1954 Fargo pickup truck, half-ton pickup truck. Not much left of the original truck, mind you. We're doing an EV conversion on it. Got all the parts here from Can EV out of Clarksville, BC here.
Yeah, what's their website? It's canev.com.
Yeah, and they've got everything. They basically supplied me with everything based on the specs of the truck that I'm building. They've been great for support for me as well, so any times I've had questions, they've been more than happy to
Yeah, he's great at answering all the questions.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. But yeah, we're in the early stages of this project. After we tore it down, we took out the stinky old gas engine, sold off some of those parts.
No more gas.
Yeah, no more gas. We figured that we're going to have to figure out some sort of a more efficient, lighter drive line. So right here you can see I've got that's a Ranger, 1993 Ford Ranger transmission.
That's an aluminum
It's an aluminum transmission. It's a lot lighter than the original iron setup that was in the truck. I also have the actual drive shaft is off the Ranger as well. Now it's already disconnected. It was hooked up yesterday, but we had the drive shaft hooked up to a Ford 8.8 rear end that I'm using in the truck. Almost the same width as the original Fargo axle, but it's about a third of the weight. So any difference in the width I can make up with the offset that we
Yeah, and that's the important thing is weight.
For sure, yeah. Weight of EVs is a big thing, and this is a heavy beast to begin with, so yeah. You filming my mess?
Filming the mess, man.
Yeah, the shop is full of parts. I've got parts all through the top here, yeah.
Looks like a fun project.
Oh yeah, there's parts everywhere. But yeah, I've even got parts sitting outside there, the boxes around the side, and yeah, fenders, front fenders, doors. Yeah.
Okay, well we'll
but
do.
Yeah, so the front or the rear axle actually is on the ground over here. I just tacked on the new spring perches at the proper pinion angle. So those are going down to the restoration shop today to get welded on, and then this will be painted up and rebuilt. I get some brand spanking new brake assemblies for it. So we're actually upgrading the brakes in the Fargo because, as you probably know, if you're big into trucks from the 50s. I mean, they stopped when they wanted to, I guess. They didn't stop when we wanted them to. This thing had manual brakes, so you could stomp on the brakes with all your weight, and they were not efficient brakes. So one of the first things I did was, this is a brake kit out of the States. It's made by Scarebird Brakes. It's an adapter plate, and it comes with new hubs as well, and standard Ford Ranger bolt pattern.
Yeah, basically just bolted in there, didn't it?
Exactly, yeah, it was a bolt-in kit. These are GM calipers off a half-ton truck, and these are Ford Ranger 4x4 disc brakes. So I've upgraded the front brakes to a disc brake setup, which is much more efficient,
now you can
much
stop.
safer, and you can actually stop.
Yeah.
We took it one step further and actually salvaged the brake booster from the Ford Ranger donor truck. So we're going to have power brakes in the truck there as well. With an EV, you can't actually produce vacuum because there's no engine to produce vacuum pressure to run these.
Right.
So what we've done is we've got a vacuum pump, which will be installed later on. It's this guy here, and this vacuum pump's going to power that booster, produce enough pressure to power that booster. This is actually off a 2012, I believe, Ford Transit van, which they did the EV projects for in California. They also use these pumps in some of the Ford EcoBoost F-150s as well, as a sort of a backup vacuum pump to the engine.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and just so that the pump doesn't run all the time, I'm actually going to use this cylinder as well. This is a
reservoir?
A reservoir, yeah. So we've got to figure out where I'm going to mount these things, but we're going to have the pump, which is producing the vacuum. We'll run it into a reservoir with a switch, so that when the pressure in the reservoir drops below its required 17 psi of vacuum, it'll kick the pump on, and we'll keep our brakes with some pressure there.
Okay, well, so we'll make more of these videos, and as the project progresses.
Yeah, so right, the project today is basically to take apart these races. We've got these brackets on there which have been custom made, fabricated.
You've been Working hard here, tacking them together.
Tacked them together. They're not
take them to
actually
the shop,
finish
get them welded up.
Yeah, they're not finish welded because it's basically just put in place so that we could get our drive line angles and everything measured out. It's now going to be taken apart and we're going to take it down to the restoration shop today. They're going to weld all this stuff up and paint it for me. Should get it back here within a week and then we can continue with the project.
Okay, and then we'll do another video then.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks, Brian.
Yeah, no worries.